What's up, y'all? It's your boy Warbucks, and you're now tuned into the Real Review. Just got out of the theater of seeing the movie Obsession, and man, this movie is insane. Just want to show you guys some of the movie posters of some of the movies coming out soon. Yeah, I think I heard about that movie. I kind of want to see it. The movie was not the movie was not what I thought it was. Man, this movie is insane. Like, man, like I'm trying to think, where do I start? Well, you know what? We can start with the chick that starred in the movie with the main character. It's not a foreign film like I thought it was. Definitely a lot of gore, but I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. I just looked her up. Inde Navarrete. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but she was on the show Superman and Lois. Really, really great show. She did a great job on there. She was amazing in this movie. She pretty much stole the freaking show in this movie. I mean, her acting, she pretty much killed this movie. She was insane in this movie. I mean, man, bro. So from the moment like things got crazy, oh man, the director did a good job lighting certain scenes where he would like have certain parts of characters or certain things out of focus on purpose. It was really, really cool, like the way things were set up and the production value. It was alright. There was this one little small thing that scene in the movie that I didn't think was done well, and maybe they just wasn't operating on a big enough budget to pull that off the way they should have. But anyway, so let's just get in the movie. The movie starts off with this guy. It's a regular guy, and he's in a diner trying to practice how to tell his friend, that he's in love with her, that he really likes her. And nice guy, looks a little creepy. Kind of reminds me of a guy in the movie Go, the way his hair looked. If you've ever seen the movie Go, there was a guy. It's a really good movie. I highly recommend. It's kind of like not really a well-known movie. I think it was like an indie film, but it's a good movie. Recommend the movie Go. But there's a guy in the movie, the way his hair looked, and I remember he just took like a lot of drugs and he was just high throughout the whole movie. But this guy, there's something about the way his hair looked that kind of remind me of that guy. But anyway, so the main character in there, he did a good job acting. In the movie, he's like talking to the girl in the diner, and they kind of make it look like he's talking to her, but she's just a diner waitress that he practices on, and his friend is there. And so they end up going back, and he practices it. His friend tells him it's not a good idea. You should make fun of her, call her a name, an old name that bothers her when she was a kid. And so, because he was on some lovey-dovey, sappy, pouring out his heart, emotional thing. And honestly, I kind of can relate to the main character a lot, to be honest. I could. When I was watching it, I was like, damn, this is like me on the screen, which is crazy. But uh, he's kind of depressed. He goes home, he's crying in his room because his cat died. Um, and so his grandma also died, that he refers to as Nana. I refer to my grandma as Nana too, but yeah, his grandma had just died recently, and so she left him the house that he was living in. So he got it in inheritance, and so he's kind of just in a depressed state. And he gets a call from the girl that he has a big crush on, and she's telling her she's gonna quit. Tell him she's gonna quit her job, and she's just not happy there, and they don't have a lot of time. She says that to him, like he should come to work. Like a lot of the scenes in the movie, a lot of the dialogue all seemed like it was all catered to the plot of the story. They all centered around him and his goals. I noticed that throughout the movie. Like that was a over underlining thing. And so, while he's on the phone with her, she tells him that she actually drops her crystal necklace into the sink. And so, you know, he decides to go to meet up with her. Uh, he decides to go and he goes and gets a necklace. And it's really not just them two, it's the other two friends as well. So he goes to like the one of those crystal stores, like real spiritual people things, and you can, you know, bring out good energy. He's asking the clerk about a necklace that gives out good energy. And while he's there, he gets this one a wish thing. I don't know if this is a real thing in real life or if this is something they just made up for the movie, but he gets this little one wish little thing, and then he takes it and he brings it with him. He gets her the necklace, and then they go out to the bar. And I remember when they were at the bar, he was trying to get his friend to get the other girl and kind of get her off to the way so he could have a talk with her. Because he knows he has a crush on her, and he been, was trying to help him in the diner, but he doesn't want to do it. And I was just like, I thought that was just kind of strange. I'm like, why, if you're my best friend, why you not trying to help me? You know I got a crush on this girl. So then she goes, well, I'm gonna go get us some drinks. So he decides to go with her. He's like, I'll go with you. And she's like, great. So they go to the bar together. They get to the bar and they're just talking. And, this is kind of his moment. And he's about to tell her. And then the friend shows up there next to him. I'm like, what the heck? Like, what kind of love blocking dude is this? Like, bro, I'm about to tell her, and why would you show up right here? I thought that was so, like, it was things I was looking at in the movie and I thought it was strange in the moment. So anyway, he goes, he gives her a ride home because now she needs a ride. She don't want to continue partying. They trying to go party. Oh boy is trying to get her to go, and she don't want to go. She want to go home, so he drives her home. And they get to the house, and he calls her the little weird name like Freaky Nikki that his friend told him to call her. When she comes back, she goes, do you like me? Like, do you got a crush on me or whatever? And then he goes no. And so, he doesn't have the guts to tell her. So she's about to leave. And that's when he calls her Freaky Nikki. And she comes back and asks him, and he says no. And so, yeah, man, like, it's like, and then that's when he takes the one wish, Willie, Whistle, whatever that thing is called, and he wishes that she loves him more than anybody else in the world, and then he breaks it. And then it's like, next thing you know, she's like standing in the dark. Like, you just see her silhouette there. The movie just turns into like kind of like a Jordan Peele type movie from that point on. They're like, man, I could see high Jordan Peele inspiration, influence on this movie. And it also reminds me of the movie Love Potion Number 9. I've never seen a movie like this. This is very creatively done. I would also say maybe movie Fatal Attraction a little bit. Like, it's just got sprinkles of Jordan Peele, Fatal Attraction, and Love Potion Number 9 all in one movie. It's taking little elements from other movies and creating its own little thriller, horror-ish type movie. Bro, it is some crazy, powerful scenes in this movie. I remember laughing at a large quantity of the things that were happening in this movie because the way old girl was acting had me dying laughing. There's a point where, they wake up together the next day and like she done made a memorial with the dead cat laying there with candles around it. And he's like, this is not cool. He's such a nice kind of pushover type of guy. He has a hard time saying how he really feels. And so he kind of just allows things to get too out of hand throughout the whole movie without stopping to do anything. You know what I'm saying? These kids are fresh out of high school to college. So they're like 18, I'm sure 19, 17, just somewhere around that age group. But yeah, the movie is crazy. Like there's a scene where they're in they're at this little party together, and they this little get together, and originally his friend tells him do not bring her because she's just been acting real weird ever since they went to the party. And so, she's so obsessed with him by this point that she's just like, she's acting passive aggressive, but she want to come to the party with him. And so he brings her, and bro's like, I knew you was gonna bring her. I told you not to bring her. You know what I'm saying? Like he tells him to tell her it's a boys thing, but then she's like, but the other girl is going. And so they show up to the party. That scene was insane. Like, she just freaks out in the middle of the party. They playing some game, and they tell them like, oh, kiss the person to the left of you, and the person to the left of them is the other girl in a friend group. And as the movie progresses, you kind of find out she has a crush on him. And there were like obvious signs of that. And so, but when that happens, old girl stands up and she goes off on this crazy monologue, moves her whole seat out the way, and stands right on the left and like kisses him and like, yo, you'll never have love till you feel love again. Like just crazy, just going off. Then she picks him up and starts smashing herself in the head. I mean, that scene was insane. Um, there's a scene where he's like laying in the bed after they slept together. They've had sex, and she's like, he wakes up and she's like laying out in the corner, and he goes, you all right, everything? And he's like, yeah, I'm just watching you sleep. And I was like, what the? And, I mean, the movie was insane. Like, she made him lunch to go to work. And in that scene where he wakes up, he's laying next to her, and she goes, because he tries to get out the bed, and she yells at him, don't go anywhere. And he just sits there, goes to sleep. That scene was hilarious. I mean, the movie is crazy. It is a mind freak if I ever seen one. Crazy, wild movie. Just, man. And so he goes to work, she makes him lunch. And when he tries to leave the house, she's taped the whole freaking door up with all this dang duct tape. Like it's insane. She's like, oh, if you're having a hard time getting out the door, then maybe you just shouldn't go to work. I was like, it was just, I mean, the movie was hilarious, bro. It was just funny as hell. And so he's struggling to get this door open. He pulls it open, goes to work. She done made him a sandwich. I wouldn't eat nothing made by this woman at this point because she's just acting off the wall this whole movie. So, or at least from the moment he made that wish. And so he goes, he done started eating some of the sandwich, and the girl, he's at work with the girl that's got a crush on him, and she's like, looking through the stuff, and she's looking at the little notes that he left her where it says my little critic, because he says he wants to be a food critic, my little food critic. And then she reads another note that says something about cat. And that's when he starts looking down at his sandwich. And he realizes she done cooked the cat. He eating his own cat in the sandwich. he goes home on the drive home. His friend is calling him, blowing up his phone like, yo, she's been freaking out. The first night after he made the wish, she lied to him and told him, she told him that her dad died. She don't even really care or know about her dad. Her dad is not even in her life. And so, she makes up some excuse to go home with him or for him to come home with her. And the movie is just crazy. The movie is it's insane, and it's so entertaining. I just haven't seen a movie like this in a minute. It was a really good movie experience, kind of refreshing to see. Um, thriller done in a different type of way. You know, it may have taken elements from other movies, but like Quentin Tarantino says, all great artists steal. That's literally what he says. Like they steal from time to time, and they take from other artists and create something. And whoever made this movie, they definitely put different pieces together and did a great job with this. The movie just goes off the Richter scale. Now, there's a part of the movie that kind of like, for me, felt a little off. They definitely messed up on this scene. There's a scene where he's laying in the bed with the girl. She's been freaking out, and he get a text from the girl that has a crush on him to come meet him at the park in the car. And they go meet. They have a little moment. She's kind of flirting with him. They have a moment where she's like, "Well, I was on the left of you." You know what I'm saying? Like he should have kissed her and all this. They laugh, and it's kind of a little flirting thing. They talking about how she was trying to get into college, and she's sitting in the car, and they having a moment, and out of nowhere, old girl just runs up and brushes the window out and just starts banging her head on the steering wheel, just banging it. But when the camera shows him seeing it, he's freaking out. They show it back. Bruh, the girls look like Tales from the Crypt. Like, it was definitely not her. Like, you could 1000% tell they kind of screwed up on that part. And like I said, maybe they just didn't have the budget to do that right. But yeah, that was pretty much the only part of the movie that I kind of felt like they might have screwed up on as far as the accuracy of making a film. But the movie overall, man, this is a really good movie. I highly recommend seeing this in theaters. The experience, I see now why it has an 8.2 on IMDb. This is a good movie. It is. The theater experience on this movie was so good. Like, it kind of reminds me of when I seen earlier this year, Send Help, which was a good movie, thriller type, horror elements to it, directed by Sam Raimi. But yeah, this is a really good movie. I highly recommend this movie. The movie is insane. You know, he finally admits to his friend. Oh, and he finds out something because the girl tells him that his friend had been hooking up with old girl, and she never really liked him. She only looked at him like a little brother. And so, you know, he goes home, has a whole argument with her, and you know, she just constantly hitting herself in the face. He tries to get other people to make the wish. He goes back to the store, gets another one of the one wish things, and tries to get other people to do it. Even that scene was a little weird because the guy was like, "What one wish?" He was like, "I'm just messing with you. They're over here." So he goes and gets them. The funny thing is, the store guy tells him, he says, "You know, you could just die. You know, I'm just spitballing." It's like there's certain scenes in the movie where people are just not acting like people on purpose, and it's entertaining. It is. I laughed. There's a point where he even tries to call them to try to get them to cancel his wish, and they tell him that's not how it works. The only option you have is to just die. And so anyway, so the movie just spirals out of control. Like, as the movie goes on, it gets crazier, more intense, and more gory. And it's just I'm here for all of it. Just straight entertaining. And so ultimately what ends up happening is you know, he goes to tell his friend what happened, and he tries to get him to make the wish to kind of like get him out of this spell. But instead, he wishes for $1 billion, and the money just starts raining from the ceiling, $1 billion. So then he leaves, he goes home. His home is a disarray. His girl is, you know, she's just crazy. Whenever he's not around, she's losing it. And in the midst of her going off and going on one of her wild emotional rants about being with him, his friend comes banging on the door. "I got $1 million, man. I'm doing great." Meanwhile, his girl is in the room with a gun. And so he comes in, the best friend, and she just shoots him in the head. And I'm like, oh, shoot. And so, he tells her, I love you, just to get her to calm down. Then he tries to go into the bathroom. She's banging on the door. So, like, he got the gun with him. He about to kill himself just to end all of this. And he can't do it with the gun. So then he takes the pills out of the pill cabinet, and then he takes a whole bunch of pills, and then he immediately regrets it, and he's about to start like trying to make himself throw up. But then he gets this weird feeling, and he just comes out of the freaking bathroom, and he tells her he loves her, he wants to be with her. And then they show the wish thing that he had brought because he was gonna get her to just do it. Like, he's just gonna get her to do it since she's so obsessed with him, to break the spell. But instead, she wishes that he loves her back. And so they're laying there together, and then next thing you know, he just starts to die, like foam and spit just comes out of his mouth. And that's how the movie ends, man. And once he's about to die, she's about to kill herself. But then he dies, so she snaps out of the obsession, and she's just like freaking out. And that's the end of the movie, like blood all over them. I mean, the movie is insane. But yeah, man, what a freaking movie. I had a great experience watching this. I don't think I've had an experience like this since Send Help. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie 4 popcorn buckets score out of 5. Highly recommend you go see this in theaters. Your boy Warbucks, man. I'm just a guy that likes to talk about film, TV shows, movies, etc. Come talk about it with me. This is The Real Review. I am out.